All right. This is Christy. I'm Bob. Whoop, whoop. Now, let me just talk about something for a second. I just mentioned about the storm, but what's important is this. Commitment will get you started in life, but consistency will get you to where you want to go. But it all begins with your commitment. And for most companies or most people, if there was a storm coming through, they had just postponed things and say, I'll catch you next week or whatever the case is, there's a storm coming through. But regardless of whether there's wind, regardless of whether there's rain, there are still business that has to be done. People's dreams still need to be fulfilled. People need to dream higher. People need to still get paid every 5 minutes. People still need to get their product delivered. So I think a measure of commitment is very important. So the company always, we're committed to all the promoters, all the customers around the world. It's very, very important to us. Speaking of just important, we just received, and we're going to be putting out some things about it. So I'm not going to go into too many details now, but we just received an award from an esteemed and established direct selling publication on some of the great things that we're doing in the company. So I'll be sharing that with you here very soon. Also, too, I'd like to point out that when I say QuiAri, the new number one has arrived, I'm not kidding. And what I mean, I was talking to a leader, a number one earner in another company, and he asked a question. He's like, Bob, why do you think some other companies, they're going to things they should not be going to? For example, quote, education, virtual education on crypto or other things, right? And the answer is really simple. Is because they are just trying to do a virtual product to get into a market where they ordinarily would not be because they don't have the commitment to get in there. So they're just trying to, in my opinion, using nonsense products, which always through the industry will prove this to you. It will give you nonsense results. Certain things in life might give you a little bit of short-term benefit at the start, but it always will give you the long-term disaster. So as you can see in our footprint, our plan, our actions, our commitment, what we've been doing for over 4 years now, it is pedal down more so now than ever. So I think that's important to comment on. Speaking of which, we have what?
22 days, guys, until our very first QuiAri incentive trip to Vietnam. Oh my gosh, we know you guys are so fired up. Hotels booked,
Book is packed.
Oh my gosh, the hotel is like, who's QuiAri? What is this? They want to sign up. Everybody from the front desk everywhere. So we are truly painting the globe purple, and we are so excited to see you guys in Vietnam.
Speaking of painting the world purple,
Team Thailand.
Team Thailand, listen.
Oh my gosh.
New leaders joining. Excitement is through the roof. It's pedal down. We'll have a major announcement there. I'll let you know a couple weeks, maybe a little bit sooner. But if you're in Thailand, you have friends in Thailand.
Get fired up, guys.
Yeah, great stuff going on there. So congratulations to everybody there in advance. You'll be super excited about it. Speaking of super exciting, congratulations, Team Indo.
Team Indonesia just had their Diamond Days event where they invited their top leaders to share mindset training. They recognized some new rock stars that went there. They're excited about Vietnam, and we just announced a huge.
Yeah, we'll tell you about that in a second. Don't get in front of yourself. One of the reasons why they're fired up is because so many people are getting great results from the product all over the place. So here's just an example of this. Watch, check this out. So this is out of India, but look at the before and after.
Look at Mr. Ben, guys. Look at his skin. It's so clear. Just after 14 days and then after 30 days, he said his skin was baby soft.
Yep. So that's what Maki and Maki X can do. It helps support a proper inflammatory response, which in turn, acne is in part inflammation. So it can help clear up your skin. It can make your skin look and feel younger than ever. So please do us a favor and keep sending in your testimonials where?
Testimonials at QuiAri.com, guys. So send us pictures or just a little blurb about it, and we love reading them. Our whole support staff gets fired up about it. They take the product themselves too, so they feel the same thing that you all are feeling. And we love hearing them, and we love sharing them.
Absolutely. Speaking of love, guess what? Team Korea.
Team Korea. Guys, we just recently launched the Super Pack and unlimited speed bonuses in Korea. So this is a limited time promotion. So Team Korea, get fired up. If you haven't purchased a super pack yet or got on one of your unlimited speed bonuses, get your teams dialed in, get them now before they're gone.
Again, the deadline for this is Monday, September 30th. Today is Thursday, September 26th. So please pedal down, get
4 more days, guys.
A couple more days to get rolling. Speaking of which, rolling.
We were just featured in Business for Home. We recently launched a huge super pack with 100 days of unlimited speed bonuses for Team Indonesia. So Team Indonesia at their event, they announced this. Everybody was so fired up because now they can get this larger pack, be a product of the product and share it with others and get paid every 5 minutes. So this was just
people are loving the results. They're passing out samples, customers through the roof, promoters through the roof. Everybody's loving it. It's super excited. Speaking of loving things, I want to ask you something. You hear me talk about this all the time. Mindset, momentum, and money, right? Mindset, momentum, and money. And it all starts with your mindset and what you're thinking. I had saw a social media post the other day, and somebody was talking about MLM in general. And they asked this question: are you burned out on MLM? It was a question they were asking to whoever their followers or friends or whatever were, right? So what to you, in your mind, what do you think the word burned out means? I want you to put it in the chat. What do you think burned out means? And I'll tell you what I think means. Okay, burned out, for some people it might be chasing scams. Yep, I'd be burned out on that too. Yeah. What else? Loss of motivation. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen somebody making money lose motivation? Nope. I think people get burned out on what? Doing things in the wrong manner. If you don't do the right thing, you will never get the right result. That's important for people to understand, right? Very important. So again, I would be burned out too in life and or on MLM if what? If you're not doing it properly. Getting rejected is no fun. Not being able to pay your bills is no fun. Talking to your friends and not knowing how to overcome an objection is no fun. Introducing them to 8 different MLMs in the past 2 years because you didn't know what you're doing the last 2 years, that is not fun. Going back to the same people that ignored you the first time and they're going to tell you no in advance and you know it, is not fun because you have no credibility. So it begins with your mindset of putting the proper commitment in place in your mind to commit to working the business for at least a year. And during that year, you have to learn how to do the business. Somebody said to me the other day, well, Mr. Bob, we're used to doing it this way. Well, let me ask you a question. You're also used to being broke. So it's not about what anybody is used to. We all are what our paycheck says that we are. So if you're happy with where you are in that respect, whatever it is, if you're making 20 bucks a month and you're happy with it, fantastic. If you're making 200, you're happy with it, fantastic, right? Mm-hmm. But the key to it is if you're not happy, then you have to change something else. And I'm talking about industry-wide. Industry-wide, you have to think about this, right? So it is critically important. So let's get past we used to do things this way, Miss Bob. There used to be, dial-up telephones too. What does that have to do with anything? You have to be able to move with speed faster than the time. But brilliance begins with people if you admit to what you're doing is not working. It's okay. It's called learning. But if you continue to do the same thing and you're not getting the results that you want, that's called a mistake. It's craziness. So you have to think about that. So let's get past and people in the industry talking about or people are burned out on MLM. Absolutely not. No way in the world. People are burned out on not doing it right, which means that there has to be people in place to show them how to do it right. Well, this is where we come into play. We know how to do it properly. We know how to build your customer base. We know how to build your promoter base. We know how to do things around the world. So I would highly suggest that each of you take a minute and go to QuiAritraining.com and go take a peek at that. And I promise you, there are things in there that you might need to adjust with the way that you're doing things that will help you get better results. Because at the end of the day, it's just this. MLM is very simple. Learn the basics, teach the basics. But if you don't learn it, you can't teach it. If you don't speak Spanish, how are you going to teach somebody else to speak Spanish? If I don't know Bahasa, how am I going to teach somebody how to speak Bahasa? It doesn't work like that. And MLM is no different, right? Speaking of which, because there's all kinds of other stuff going on, what have we got?
We have our Whoop Whoop contest. We have been loving hearing you guys get excited, get fired up, take a quick little video and send it to us at testimonials@QuiAri.com. So this contest to win some free swag and be featured ends this September 30th. So that's 4 days left, guys. That's the end of the month. So not only pushing hard for the end of the month, getting your teams fired up, send us a quick video and get featured. So please send us those videos.
Speaking of which, okay, so watch. Our next broadcast is going to be Thursday, the 10th of October. So we're finishing off the month strong. We have about 4 days left to the end of the month. So push hard. Remember, what rank you have this month will affect your team commissions pay, your matching bonuses, etc. for next month. So it is time, pedal down, right? But there's all kinds of other quick news going on real quick. If you're in Mexico, we're almost done with OxoPay. We're in the final run of doing all the testing there. So I'll be making a launch announcement on that pretty soon. If you use China Union Pay, congratulations. As a payment mechanism throughout Asia, we'll be launching expanded payment options, more card sets for China Union Pay. So that'll be really cool. Alipay will be launching that as well around the same time frame. So if you're in Asia, I know you'll like that as well. Also, too, the brand new mobile app. We've been working very hard. IT is super excited about it. I love the look of it. I love the way that it functions. It looks great, works great. And again, I think you'll be very, very, very pleased with that. So between now and then, we're gonna hop off again. If you need anything from us, let us know. If a little bit of delay, it's probably because there's no internet here because of the storm. Hopefully we won't lose power, but we'll keep everybody posted the best that we can. So take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Stay safe.
Same place, right here. And always remember this: QuiAri, the new #1's arrived. Talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, guys. We love y'all.
Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.